I guess Harry will try to go to the waterworks now. Really cool. The game just makes you really unsure of what you're gonna do. Let's read it. It holds up 6 rounds also. The game just makes you unsure of what's happening and what you should actually do, and it makes you question what characters are real. Like, you know, it kind of makes you wonder, is Lisa real? Because you never encounter her in a normal situation. The way you encounter Sybil is fairly normal, so Sybil seems real, but what about Dahlia? The way you encounter her is never real. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go. Well, I mean, not that. The way you encounter her is never normal. You could argue that none of it's real, but the way you encounter her is never normal. You always encounter her after the Nightmare World. That's not the right way. So when Lisa said the old elementary school, she didn't mean Midwich. So, yeah, I know where I'm supposed to go. I did a little searching a few years back, and can't quite read what that says, but I would imagine that's either like a Chinese food restaurant or Japanese food restaurant or whatever. Oh, this is Happy Burger. Die. I enjoy a Happy Burger. No, that's Konami Burger. Happy Burger's in the second game. I don't mind when a game, like, advertises itself in a subtle way, like when a developer or publisher or whatever advertises itself in a video game in a subtle way like that. But yeah, I did a little searching a few years back, which I wish I hadn't, about the voice actors for this game. I couldn't find like anything for any of them except for Lisa's voice actor, which is annoying because I really liked Lisa's voice actor, and she became too much of a real person to me. And in the interview, she's saying, you know, Silent Hill was solely just a job. I never played it. I don't really care about it. It was just a really low-paying voice acting gig that I had, and it just became huge. So this is something cool about the game, is how it just warps you to the elementary school. Well, to the waterworks, anyway. That makes me think of, like, a amusement park. It's no good. It's locked. So that just makes it blatantly obvious what you're supposed to do. Let me just see if I can give the axe some purpose. Okay. Yeah, damn it, I always do that. Brandish the axe. Okay, cool. The hammer would have broken it in like one hit. But I gave the axe something. This game has a lot more weapons than the other games. So you can just go right down. And it's a PlayStation 1 survival horror game. You gotta have a sewer level. At least there's not a box puzzle on this one. But yeah, Lisa's voice actor, Thessaly Lerner, hearing how just completely unattached she was to the game really makes you realize that, you know, it's just a job to them. It's not something special to them. Well, sometimes it is, like, you know, with James Sunderland's voice actor, but with Thessaly Lerner, it was just a job. It doesn't mean anything to her. And, like, she was lame. Like, it was a written interview. She was saying, like, fuck. I knew they were coming, but that's a good enemy placement. Just have them blocking your way like that. Fuck, they're doing a number on me. I'm actually gonna whip out the shotgun because I need to get away from them. No, equip it, Harry. Creepers. Reaper! I just used a shotgun on a creeper. Okay. Let's get the pistol out. Pistol will be fine. I remember I really liked having the Hyper Blaster in this area because, you know, it's infinite ammo and it's really accurate. Just take these guys out. Shoot the creeper, Harry. Thank you. Fuck. That was stupid. This game has so many enemies. None of the other Silent Hills have this many enemies. Well, Silent Hill 3 had a fair few. I do normally get kind of lost in here. I'm not sure where the map is. I don't have a map of the place, so... Ah, man, I wish I did. I do not like not having a map. But anyway, yeah, I just wish I didn't read about that, because I always really liked Lisa's voice actor, and I wanted the character... with games that mean a lot to me, and movies as well, you know, I want the characters to just be characters. I don't want them to be real people. If they become real, the magic is ruined, especially if they become real and they're people that you don't really like. Thessaly Lerner, on top of, like, hating, well, not hating at all, but on top of, like, not having any feelings about the game at all, and using really stupid vernacular like peeps. I know the peeps love Silent Hill. And, I also like how she sued them for using some of her dialogue in Silent Hill 3. I mean, whatever. Okay, that's not the law, but I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Those were her legal rights and everything, but it's still, I don't know, it's just kind of lame. She clearly just cared about the money, and the game holds no magic. And, you know, that's fine if I don't know, but when it becomes real, it damn near ruined the character for me for a little bit. Honestly, I was pretty upset, because I liked her character a lot, and I liked her voice acting, but I can still appreciate it. I can still appreciate the direction, and what you're really appreciating, if you really like like the way a character is written, you know, you're appreciating the vision of the creators, and I can still completely appreciate the vision of the creators, no problem. And, I still like the character. I still think she did a good job voice acting. I'm just, you know, disillusioned a little bit with who she... I'm just a little disappointed or disillusioned, kind of both, with the character because of how lame she is. And, well, yeah, that mainly how she doesn't give a fuck about it, but the lameness is also she has this YouTube channel. She's just a YouTube personality where she's like obnoxious and plays the ukulele. And after living in Hawaii, I have a hatred of the ukulele. And it's not that she plays the ukulele; it's that she's just an obnoxious, lame YouTube personality. Okay, where am I going? You know, she's just an actor. She's just acting. If I remember correctly, there is like an extra area like this you're supposed to go to, but I'm pretty sure I'm backtracking. But Lisa and Harry's back and forth is my favorite back and forth in the game, and just Lisa's character is really good. Okay, this is where I came in. It all looks the same and I have no map. You take my map away, and you take my direction away. I'm really bad with directions in real life and in games. Like, there have been times driving down roads, I've driven down many times, but if I come down a different intersection or something, I'm like, where am I? And it doesn't look exactly the same. Okay. I was making progress and I went through that one gate. This is the area that I wasn't remembering. You do find a map later on, I'm fairly certain. It makes it much, much easier. But after I did that with Lisa's character and Thessaly Lerner, I was like, I'm not going to make a point to find out more about voice actors, because I don't want to know too much. I want them to stay immortalized as the characters. I know nothing of Michael G., Harry's voice actor. I don't know what he looks like at all, and I don't want to. And I honestly think the voice acting for this game is just honestly good. For its time period, it was actually great. I mean, look at Resident Evil's voice acting. A lot of games, like in the PlayStation 1 era, they didn't have good voice acting. Video games were not the huge media that they are now. I mean, when I was a kid, video games were kind of the laughed at media. It was big and it had an audience, but it was not what it is now, which is just this huge money-making machine. So they didn't hire, they didn't hire, like, you know, A-list celebrities to do the voices, or like, you know, A-list voice actors even. They would just hire probably just like anybody they could get. Like you could be an actor and have some acting experience, but not be a professional and not even be good. I mean, seriously, Resident Evil 1's voice acting? What the fuck? Finally. I'm gonna save here because I need to make a special save. And I'm not sure if I'll get another opportunity. You could so easily miss that. Can I keep going? I can't. Can that create a shortcut or what? Okay, I see. You hanging scratcher. These are a very Resident Evil kind of enemy, I think, and this is a very Resident Evil area with the sewer. At least I have a map now. Oh, I did find out, well, I found this out years ago, but I forgot about it, and then found out again a few days ago that in another video it said Michael G. was the only voice actor for Harry. In the HD releases in Silent Hill 3, there's a line delivered by someone other than Michael G. But it's just one line. And the HD collection is, you know, I never played it, and I'm never going to, so I'm sure there's some stuff I don't know about, but I don't even count that as another voice actor for Harry, because them redoing the voices was nothing more than just, you know, bastardizing Silent Hill. I really don't know why they did that. Well, I can imagine, like, the people in charge of Silent Hill and then Konami at that point, or at least the people in charge of Silent Hill that were in Konami, were really trying to... I think they realized that they failed with their own attempts at Silent Hill games, so then tried to make as much money as possible with the old ones, but still wanted to, like, change them in some capacity, still wanted to have some creative control. I mean, the fucking, you know, just the worst thing that happened to Silent Hill, Tom Hewlett writing a whole new script for the games. You know, he clearly wasn't trying to stay true to the originals. He was just trying to put his creative stamp on it while still making money, trying to make as much... Okay, this is where it came from. Make as much money off of Silent Hill as he could, and still trying to get, like, recognition for the originals. Because, you know, everyone hated Origins, which I'm not sure it had anything to do with, but, you know, Shattered Memories and Homecoming were bad, and I never played Shattered Memories because it was not appealing to me at all, but I did play Homecoming. You know, none of them were good, you know, like everyone knows and says, they all rip off Silent Hill 2's ending because that's everyone's favorite, and they're all, you know, Silent Hill, Homecoming, I mean, whatever it was, Shattered Memories not having any combat and all that, and it's all a dream, you know, they all suck. So I think Tom Hewlett realized, we can't write a good Silent Hill game, let's go to the originals. Oh, I kicked 2-in-1, 2-for-1 combo, awesome. Nasty green water. But yeah, you know, we clearly can't write a good Silent Hill game. We do not have what Team Silent has, so let's bastardize the originals, but still try and get credit for it. You know, it's awful. And I don't like how all of them involved in the HD collection, like the voice actors, Tom Hewlett, the writer, I think that guy Shatsky or whatever, and Barlow, they all tried to make the originals seem bad, and so, and theirs are good. They didn't even have any respect for the originals. They were just saying, these games are bad, they're old and shitty, the voice acting's bad, the puzzles are bad, the combat's bad, you need us. It was all just trying to, like, justify you buying their shitty product. Oh, I see you there. How many of them are there? And that really pissed me off. If they weren't shitting all over the originals, I wouldn't have cared nearly as much. Hopefully Silent Hill can just rest in peace. I'm glad Silent Hills was canceled. What, just Silent Hills? It sounds stupid. I don't want to play as that fucking dude from The Walking Dead. I don't like that show at all. And I don't want to play as an actor. I want to play as an original character that was created by creative people. I miss old video games, so I'm playing an old one. But, it's enough whining about that. It just made me think about it. Okay, so let's see what's in here. Although I was wrong about the picture of Harry's wife being in the cutscene behind Lisa or whatever. I looked again in the game, and it's just like a drawing of a woman or something. And but I did see on the Silent Hill wiki a picture like that, but someone just must have made that themselves or something. The Silent Hill wiki cannot be trusted. It's got a lot of wrong information in it, as well as they acknowledge all the ones made outside of Team Silent and the movies as legitimate entries in the series, which I do not. Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're the only ones that are actually Silent Hill games. None of the other ones should be recognized as such, because they weren't made by the original people, and all the other ones did. Like, well, all the games, the other games just shit all over the old ones, you know? And, the people behind them did anyway, and then the movie was just completely misunderstood piece of crap. Man, what a beautiful world it would have been with just Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 4 wasn't even very good, but... Now, let's use the hammer on a creeper. Hey, it did hit him. Come here, bitch. Okay, I'm using the pistol for these guys. I do think the hammer is a lot more fun to use than the pistol, but with the hanging scratchers being up on the ceiling and the creepers, the pistol is just by far the better choice. Get the fuck away from me. They're just annoying. They do like no damage, and they make a really stupid noise. Fucking annoying. Okay. I'm not getting as lost as I did the first time I came back to it, but now that I have the map, I'm not really lost, but this is probably my least favorite part of the entire game, which is why I, kind of just been talking about other shit, because this part of the game, the entire sewer looks exactly the same, and jump, Harry! Oh, I did it. You gotta do it just in time, like the Dark Souls kick. You gotta flick and press square. Okay, fuck this. You dead? Okay, yes. Although this area just really reminds me of Resident Evil, because it's a sewer, and you've got the hanging scratchers, which look like Resident Evil enemies, and that's not bad. I mean, I like Resident Evil, but I feel like this part of the game doesn't have as much originality and personality as the rest of the game does, and it's not fun. No one really likes the sewer levels. I mean, it's still a little fun, but it's a little too convoluted, a little too confusing, and it just doesn't have as much personality as the rest of the game. It's just obligatory, and I guess back then, like my friend tells me, and I guess I believe him because he's obsessed with Japan and Japanese culture, but he's, completely American, so who knows how much it can be trusted, but tells me Japanese people just take zero risks when it comes to business. I wouldn't know, and really neither would he, but that would explain why, there's a sewer level in this, because that was, just a rite of passage for a survival horror game in the 90s. You had to have a sewer level. So even though this game, I do think, took a lot of risks, this was a very non-risky, non-interesting part of the game. It still looks cool and it's still kind of fun, but you don't even really get much noise, and the enemies are in this level are lame. Okay, well here's some good noise. This is a good camera angle, too. Just a ton of blood, so I guess I gotta check it out. And this character is leaning down to grab something poses. Oh my god. Get out of there! Okay, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that! Okay. Again, I'm gonna break out the shotgun. They really get you. There's 3 all around you, and then as you're running away, which I was trying to do, there's one right behind you. Kick him. Or just get away from him. Okay. Really no reason to even fight them. But I think that's a good and kind of creepy trap. But at the same time, I mean, you can see the monster, like, as it's falling down, the first one, as it's coming down towards you. But I like the way that looks. The way it's animated and everything. It's like slow and weird looking, and I always liked it. It was very early PS1 horror. It had a certain charm, and it's romanticized to me because when I was a kid, oh what the fuck, I wasn't expecting that. As a kid, I didn't play or even have a PS1 until very late, and I didn't. I didn't have any games like this. There weren't like survival horror games on the Nintendo 64, which is what I had. And so seeing these kinds of games, and a lot of my friends had these kinds of games, seeing them, it got romanticized to me because I didn't have it. So, and it's still appreciated and romanticized to me. Is there an enemy in here with me? Oh no, that's interesting. That sound in the distance sounded like it could have been like a foghorn or a strange enemy. Or okay, I don't think we can hurt each other. Can... Ah! I was trying to attack. Okay, whatever. That was magical. Let's get out of here. Enough of the sewer. Climb the ladder faster, Harry. Oh, I don't have a map of this place. It's always nice to get out of the sewer. It's a pretty unfun area of the game. This part of the game I'm at right now isn't particularly that great either. But it's all optional. There's not a lot of combat. There's a lot of just a lot of like puzzle type stuff. But here's the map, thank God. Which you could easily miss, and this whole part of the game is interesting because you could easily just run straight past everything and not get a good ending. But if you go over to Annie's bar, you can, do some shit that everyone's known about since 1999 and change the ending of the game. But I like how easily you could miss this. It does reward the people that explore, because if you don't explore, you will absolutely miss this. And this could be a big secret, that you could have had the game for years, before there was, before everyone just got on the internet to figure everything out about video games. You could have had the game for years and never even known about this area, and then your friend tells you about, some ending he got. You're like, wait, how'd you do that? Did you go to Annie's bar and after the sewer, and you'd be like, what are you talking about? It's been years since you played it, and then you do it, and you come back and get a whole new ending. I always have a little bit of trouble navigating this place, because, like, according to the map, I'm like right on Annie's bar, but visually I don't appear to be anywhere near it. Now I appear to be running away from it. These hedges kind of throw me off. Come on, Harry. Find Annie's bar. I feel like we can both use a drink. Oh, I like the wood panel station wagon. Ah. Stay away. Okay, is this Annie's bar? I think it is. Yeah. Play a little pool. Oh my god. Getting attacked by a clawfinger. Harry's a good shot. No.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm beat. I thought I was a goner there. So how'd it go? Did you find a way out?
No, not yet. How about you?
Zip. But it's too soon to give up. This craziness can't go on forever. A military rescue squad should be here any time now. If they come through the town, we're home free.
I hope so.
I better get going. This isn't the time to stand around flapping our gums.
Do you know a girl called Alessa?
No.
I believe him. I like the way he says that, no? Just immediately gets away from you. Immediately says no. He says, like, no. You just can't trust him at all. It was pretty obvious that he knows something, but I think the game wanted you to know that he knows something. Does he have anything to say about this? So yeah, claw fingers. The less interesting version of the mumblers. Got a coffin key. And a receipt. I like the claw fingers, but I think the mumblers are just cooler. I like having the combination of both rather than them all being replaced with them, the claw fingers. And the European versions, Buzz Fizz. Now, are those health drinks? I think a beer would qualify as a health drink. Yeah, they are. I think I might have missed these last time I was playing. But it's always so rewarding back in the day, like, when you couldn't, just figure out immediately what to do and everything on the internet. You actually had to look around and the game and figure out for yourself. It was always so rewarding to just walk into a random building and then a cutscene happened. The Funk Tour. But yeah, Kaufman just dies to that claw finger if Harry doesn't show up and save him. And it's really crucial to the plot. And it's canonically what happens. But I don't feel like doing this right now. So I'm gonna stop.